Hey guys, it's Michelle from Scrap Secrets, and Fred, he came to join me for this video. Wanted to show you guys what I got from Concord and Ninth today and Hero Arts yesterday. I ordered from Hero Arts my monthly kit. I did some add-ons and some ones that have nothing to do with the kit or the add-ons. I wanted to show that to you, but I also wanted to show you Concord and Ninth. So Concord and Ninth, we'll start with them. It is their 4th birthday month, so this is the sticker of the month. I think I've been ordering since before their 1st birthday. I think that's right around when I found them. So I've been ordering for a long time, have a lot of their stuff. And if you've seen any of my videos, I absolutely love the turnabout stamp sets. Like, absolutely one of my favorite things. And this was the free one this month. So there was a free product when you ordered $60 and a free product when you ordered $120. So I can't remember what this one was, if it was 60 or the 120, but I think this might have been the 120. And my love for turnabout stamp sets does not stop with the little ones. So this is stamped 1, 2, 3, and 4 times. Super cute for birthdays. My dad's birthday and the twins' birthday was yesterday, so we celebrated, and I still do have to make my dad his card. I just ran out of time, so I probably will be using some of this stuff to make his card. The next one is another free one, and this is the Cake Layers die. Look at how cute this is. Really, really cute. This might have been the free with 60, not sure. And then they also ran another promotion that if you bought one of the last chance things, you got a free set of these Yay dies if you used a certain code. I think it was the code YAY, but I'm not 100%. I think that's it, Y-A-Y. And look at how cute these are. There are so many things you can do with this. I have so many ideas for all of these projects. I wish I had unlimited time to craft. Just a couple of quick ideas. Paper piecing these letters back in when you use the banner. You can back them in a different, use it as a see-through and back it with a different color. You can use some distress inks, distress oxides to color some cardstock behind it, and then that way you have maybe a rainbow coloring or a color for each letter, things like that. So lots of good stuff. This one was in the last chance section, and this is called Love Always stamp set. And I love this background. It'd be really pretty for Valentine's Day, a wedding card, and then this Love Always repeating banner, great for an envelope. So cute. So this one was in the last chances one. I think it's what it's called, last chance. Okay, the rest of it was from the new release. I did not buy everything. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. There was a couple of things that I wasn't really sure if I would like or use, so I wanted to buy the things that I definitely would use. The first two are the Autumn Harvest stamp set, and then there are dies that go with it, but they're not the coordinating dies, they are masking dies. So love this set here. And what they do is you can cut it out of masking paper, cut it out of Post-it notes, or you can cut it out of like copy paper and then use something like the Zig 2-way glue. Once it's kind of dried out, you've pretty much used it all and the ink turns white. You can use it to mask. Now you can use a regular glue stick that had the 2-way glue stick that's blue here, like has the blue tip to it. I wouldn't. I would wait until the end because it's going to dry out anyway and just have the white part of the ink left, which is the 2-way ink. And why waste regular glue? Because they're not really expensive, but I find that they don't last super long, especially the way I do projects. So keep the older ones around and use them to mask. If you're going to use one that has a blue tip to it, make sure the glue turns white and then it's repositionable. So say you were going to mask this off and you wanted the acorn in front, then the pumpkin and the leaves coming out behind the pumpkin, you would stamp the acorn first, use the acorn mask, place the pumpkin where you want it to be, stamp the pumpkin, mask off the acorn and the pumpkin, and then put the leaves behind it. So whatever you want to be in the very front gets masked first, excuse me, and then you just go from there in your layers. And then it says thankful, blessed, and there's an end. Really cute. And then there's a grateful die cut here. Okay, the next, oh, hi Lucy, that was loose. The next one is Concord and Ninth woven plaid background stamp set. And look at this. I love, love, love backgrounds and this one is no exception. I like that there's two different pieces. Now I don't know if you can actually put it at the top or put it on the sides and if it'll actually connect the pattern. I'll let you guys know about that. The next one that I got are the So Seasonal dies. And what I love about these ones, look at here, this one can be used as a tree. So it can be used for fall for leaves, and then also can be used for a tree. So a bunch of different ones in here. You can do a solid heart, and then you can actually put oh my goodness, why can't I think of the word? The cutout one inside of it, and then do some sewing. The stitched one. I can't believe I couldn't think of the word stitch. So anyway, that is the So Seasonal dies. And as much as I don't want it to be fall, there are so many fall releases and fall things coming out. One of the reasons I don't want it to be fall is I love fall, but it's my birthday, and it's a pretty big birthday this year, so trying to put it off as long as possible. But this Sweater Weather Turnabout stamp set is completely adorable, and again, you guys know how much I love me some Turnabout stamp sets. So this is 1 stamp, 2, 3, and 4. You can heat emboss this, use maybe one of like maybe a gold, some reds and greens and yellows and oranges, like fall colors with this would look really awesome. So you have that, and then you have the Sweater Weather dies, which again, you can do paper piecing, you can do watercolor, distress ink, distress oxide, Copic marker coloring behind it. You can do blends behind it. So there's so many different things that you can do with this one. And then there's a wonky banner die that's attached to the autumn wishes, and then there's the regular Sweater Weather and an empty banner. Lucy, I don't know what she sees, but she's freaking out over there. The next and last ones that I bought from Concord and 9th are called Friendship Farm Stamp Set and Friendship Farm Dies. So here is the stamp set here. Oh, sorry, I apologize. This is really cool. So you can build your own images with the layering stamps and kind of place them all together and create these images. So cute. Really adorable. So those are in the back are the images, and then these ones as well, the dies, you can also do different paper piecing to it and create all these different amazing pieces. So I think what would look really cool is if you got a silver and kind of did the these pieces here that are blue in silver or maybe a gold, and then do a brown, kind of like the baskets actually are. So there's everything that I bought from Concord and 9th. So happy 4th birthday, Concord and 9th. Now let's move on to the My Monthly Hero Kit, the additional add-on stuff, and then everything else that I bought with this. So this month, excuse me, this was the kit. It's $34.99, and I apologize I don't have pricing for Concord and 9th. I don't have the receipt for that. I do have the receipt, the paper for Hero Arts though. So the Hero Arts My Monthly Kit is $34.99, and this time it comes with this stamp set, coordinating dies on the back, and I love that the back piece of paper is true to what the images are. So these are like medieval themes. There's a unicorn, there's the knight on the horse, there's the princess, there's the knight trying to slay a dragon, there's a wizard, there's a king and queen, archery, the court jester, and then you have all the coordinating dies for this. So in the kit, it's a 6x8 clear stamp set, coordinating frame dies, dragon scale sequence, which I will show you guys, which it is so amazing. I am in love with these. These are purple and green, but if you look, it looks like there's gold in there. If you catch the light at a certain way, you'll see gold in there too. Super exciting. I love these. I don't do shaker cards well, I don't think I've ever done one actually, but I think I'm gonna have to do this. Okay, then there are 2 sheets of 5.5 by 8.5 Miri Lauve, I think, paper in purple. This is probably the most beautiful paper I've ever seen, and I hoard paper like crazy, so this is gonna be hard for me to give up. But so you get, it's basically like one whole piece of 8.5 by 11, or is it 8.5 by 11? Yeah, 8.5 by 11. So cool. It's cut into 2 pieces. And then there's also this parchment paper, same thing, 2 pieces cut in half to make that would be like a full 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock. I'll show you guys what I bought to coordinate with that. And then there are 3 glimmer ink pots, which I think I remember what to do with. I think you can paint with these, but these are amazing regal colors. So there's gold, red, and purple. Just so pretty. So that's everything that comes in the kit. That's a lot. It's a lot of stamps. You get to try out those glimmer pots. You get some sequins, and that for 35 bucks, it's really not bad. So this is the card that comes with it. Hero Arts is celebrating its 45th year, and I will show you one of the 45th anniversary celebration stamp sets. And the card just reminds you there's free shipping every day on $50 orders, US only. And then it says, we want to thank you for being an important part of what keeps us inspired. Thank you for being you, as this 45th year is as much about you as it is about us. Amazing. Then on the back, it kind of tells you how to, the monthly subscription. So if you head over to Hero Arts, their website, you can sign up for the monthly kit. I wait to see what the monthly kit is like. I don't know if there's an advantage to ordering the kit month to month. There might be, so go over and check it out. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of work backwards, and I'm gonna show you guys the things that are not included as add-ons, and then we will kind of just go from there. And I have some projects too that I would like to show you guys. I think these are all the add-ons. Okay, first 2 are the bold prints background stamp sets. These are 6x6 background cling. So if you remember, if you're using a Misty or any other stamping tool and it has the foam in it, this is the one you would take the foam out for. So this one is called Beachy Bold Prints, and this one is Starlight Star Bright Bold Prints. They were each $14.99. Beautiful backgrounds, and if you look at them, it is like on here, you would think this would be a different back, like the moon would actually be raised, and that was what you would stamp, but it's not. It's a pretty solid background stamp. So what I think I'm gonna do with this is I wanna do kind of a galaxy thing for another stamp set that I have in here. I think I'm gonna do some distress oxides or inks or something like that. Distress oxides sit on top of the paper, so that might be a little bit better. I'm gonna do some techniques with that, and I will show you guys that. I'm super excited to use this. And then this one is gonna create a cool background for a lot of the beach things that I have. A lot of the maybe Aruba stuff or the Bahamas or wherever. I have so many trips that I have to scrapbook yet, so I use those. Okay. Then we have the pet turtle stamp set. So now you guys are gonna think like, what's with the turtles? So my grandmother collected turtles when she, like turtle statues, and when she passed away, each one of her 7 children got one. And then one day my aunt was walking through the airport and she saw this painting of a turtle stump, which growing up, my mom and all her siblings always had a turtle stump in their backyard. And she quickly counted the turtles and said, oh, there's only 6. And then at the bottom, she noticed there was a little turtle kind of trying to climb up the turtle stump. And then she looked at the number of the painting, and it was 331. So 331 adds up to 7. There are 7 siblings. It was all turtles. So she had to try to figure out how to get this one back to her house. So she did, and then she bought all of her siblings this painting. So it's kind of just a good way to remember my grandparents. They passed away 19 and 20 years ago. They actually passed away 365 days apart. My grandfather died the day after their wedding anniversary, and my grandmother died on their wedding anniversary the year after. So it's just a whole, and because it was leap year, they both died on the 180th day of the year. My uncle's really into signs and things like that, and 180 and 180 is 360, which is a full circle. So those are all kinds of, crazy things just for me to tell you guys about this turtle stamp. But if you see this, I have I don't know if you can see it, a turtle tattoo here in memory of my grandparents. So when I saw this stamp set, I thought I have to get this. So this is, again, this is the pet turtle. Not that you guys really cared about this story, but anyway, but this is the pet turtle stamp set. It was $15.99, and I just love this. And I think what I want to do with this is I kind of want to see if I can do either, I might find an actual turtle stump and then maybe do a bunch of the turtles kind of on it, like this turtle maybe sunning himself or one in the water things, and maybe do my Christmas cards for my mom's siblings in this. So I know it's kind of a weird thing and this really doesn't go with Christmas, but it means something to the family, and I just think it would be cute to use a stamp set that has nothing to do with the holiday and make it for the holiday. So that's one of the things that I love about, you know, stretching your stamps and using them for something different. Okay, so the next stamp set is called Lucky Star, and these are all 4x6 stamp sets, and the Lucky Star was $15.99 as well. And this is the one that I'm going to do the Distress Oxide background for, and then use some of these images and put them on that background, like the kids are looking up at the sky, like these two little, like maybe boyfriend, girlfriend, or one of these guys here. And I love that there's these star constellations there. I love that there's this heart constellation, just really, really cute. So $15.99. That one. The next two I've actually created backgrounds for, which is why they're out of their background. These were $19.99. Now that is a little bit expensive. I know that you guys are gonna, you know, you might think, well, why do I need these? But I will show you guys some of the things that you can do with this and talk you through it. And I love these. I think they're very versatile. I found ones that can be used for a lot of different things. Maybe not the beach one so much, but this cloud one. So this, the first one is Cloud and Raindrop Confetti Fancy Die, and they're called Fancy Dies from Hero Arts, and I love this. And let me show you guys what it looks like. So this is it cut out. You can see that there's a couple pieces in here, so what you can do is kind of flick it to get some of the pieces out. You can use a craft pick tool like this one from Tonic and just poke some of the pieces out, or if there's a lot, which this one did have a lot in it, I was shaking it and they're all kind of falling all over if you can see them. When you actually have them still stuck in the die, you can actually use this piece and it just pushes all the pieces out. They're pretty much, I've done this a couple times, so they're pretty much all out. But this is the Spellbinders Tool-in-One, and this is fantastic for getting things off of the paper, out of the die. Love this thing. It was definitely worth the money that I paid for it. But I love keeping these backgrounds on hand. There's so many things you can do with this. Again, just like the other things, watercolor, Distress Oxide, Distress Inks. You can back it with a colored cardstock. You can put it on a piece of white cardstock, blue cardstock, so it's all falling through. You can actually put some washi tape on maybe the clouds and just keep all of the cloud pieces, put them back in, and have the raindrops all be blue, kind of ink the background up, and then just have the white clouds in there. Like I said, so many different things you can do. So this is $19.99. Same kind of thing for this fancy die. This one is called Shell Confetti Fancy Die. So here is the actual die, and here's what it looks like. Can't wait to use this. I think this would be great for beach cards, and even using it in the scrapbooks, kind of putting this behind a picture or next to a picture, or you know, putting a banner over top of it that it says where we went, something like that. So love having these backgrounds on hand. I actually have some other things I want to show you guys in a minute. Love having those on hand to use, so quick backgrounds. Again, I love me some turnabout stamp sets, and this one I forgot to get the last time I ordered from Hero Arts, or the first and only time I've ordered from Hero Arts, but this is a collab between Hero Arts and Concord and Ninth. Two really great companies, just, you know, starting to love Hero Arts, just starting to get into them, and loving Concord and Ninth probably for close to 4 years now. So they created, so Concord and Ninth created in honor of Hero Arts' 45th year, this stamp set. So it was a little bit more expensive than their turnabout stamp sets usually are. It's $24.99. I believe they're usually about 20 bucks. But I guess because Hero Arts is selling them, they probably have to sell them for a little bit more. I don't know. I don't know exactly the way it is. Or There are additional pieces, so I don't know if that's why it's a little bit higher, but for me, it was well worth it. It comes with the jig as well. And then 1, 2, 3, and 4 times stamped. Love this. You can use any color combination. You can do as many turns as you want, 1, 2, 3, or 4. You can use embossing powder and do a couple layers embossed. I would try to skip layers, do like maybe 1, 2, and 4 as embossed, just so that they're not like next to each other. But you can do that, you know, you can do them in so many different combinations. And they have this piece here, and it also coordinates with one of the die sets that they have. I probably have a square that's kind of close to this, and I might just use that to cut, or not a square, because that wouldn't work, rectangle. That's what I meant. Okay, now let's get into the coordinating dies. Like I said, that was $24.99, and that was the Hero Arts and Concord and 9th Props Turnabout stamp set. Okay, so here are the coordinating dies for the dies that were part of the add-ons. So these ones are the Scrolls Infinity dies. So there's 3 different size scrolls and then a little banner on here. This would be perfect with the parchment paper that was included in the kit. Don't have anything like this, and I just think it would be really nice if you cut this out of either the parchment paper or like a really light brown, and then use some of the Distress Oxides to kind of go over the edges. The next one that I got, these are coordinating stamps and dies, and this is the Build-A-Castle and the Build-A-Castle dies. The Infinity dies were $24.99, so those were a little expensive. And the Build-A-Castle was $15.99, and the Build-A-Castle dies were $9.99. So coordinating stamps and dies. I will show you guys, I did stamp out a couple of the pieces to this, and I'm going to color it in probably tonight and create a card with this. Okay. The next one is the paper layering castle, and this one is $17.99, and there's a couple pieces to it. There's a couple, I think these are birds, I'm not sure. I think they look like birds, but then there's a border piece and then the inside piece, and let me show you guys what I did. So I cut it out first in just like the border die, and then I used my embossing mat, and I think I probably used a little bit too much pressure. I used an embossing mat and then the embossing plate for the Genius on top of it. I do like this side better. I think the windows popped out, kind of look funny on it, but I do like this. I love that you can ink this up and kind of create a different scene. So I think that I'm gonna do this a little bit differently next time, and we'll see how that comes out. But that's what this looks like. You can paper piece this together. You can color in the pieces, then it's embossed, or, you know, there's just so many different things that you can do with that one. So I just wanted to show you that cut out in case you were wondering what it looks like. And then the last stamp set that I got is a 4x6 stamp set called Ornate Castle. And this is, Ornate Carousel, and it's $15.99. I love things that coordinate with other products that I have. The MFT order that I got before, this is called the Carousel, and I think that these little animals will actually fit onto these, and I can probably create a nice carousel with these and this. And I know that they have some, you know, MFT has some, but I think that these will also coordinate as well. So if I don't like the horses on this one, I can use these ones. These ones look a little bit more like the carousel animals that we have down the shore. So you have the horse, you have the unicorn, and a mermaid horse, so a mer horse, a horse maid, I don't know. I don't know what you want to call this thing, but I have seen one of these on the carousel down in Ocean City. Anyway, so there's those pieces. Love when things coordinate together. That was from MFT, and then this one was the Ornate Carousel at $15.99. So I want to thank you guys for watching this. I know that it was a super long video. It was a lot of me talking, and you know, so I know it was a big haul. I know that I have another MFT haul coming. I think it's coming tomorrow, so I'll probably do a really small video on that. I think what I'm going to do is to use the products, and then I'll walk you through them so that you can see projects done with the products. Let me know if you guys like that style. I'm gonna try to stamp things out, maybe color some things in, or make a card or make a project with it, and then show you guys what the stamp sets look like. So maybe it'll help you guys make a decision. I know that I don't get them. I know that other people get the stuff way before me, and you know, maybe you guys have already ordered, or maybe you don't like it that way. Maybe you just want to see the haul stuff and that's it. Let me know what you guys like, if you like this style or possibly doing that. But anyway, I know this is a super long video, don't want to make it any longer. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will be back soon with some projects. I am planning on crafting this weekend away and getting a lot done. So have this stuff for the girls' party coming up, so I will show you guys that. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you have comments or questions, please feel free to leave them below. Hit the subscribe button if you would like to see more content from me, and I will see you guys again real soon in another video. Bye!